when you're installing your door contacts, you have to look on the contact itself, and there's a little triangle on the side here. That indicates where you have to line your magnet up when you install it. So find the triangle. That's where your magnet's going to go. Make sure you mount the door contact so that that triangle is facing the door frame, so that the two line up when you install them. To attach the door contact to the door, simply look at the top. There's a little round button you push in there that takes the cover off. There's two holes that you're going to use to screw the door contact into the door. One of them is exposed already on the top. The other one, you simply have to pop the two batteries off of the door contact. And it exposes the other hole. Once again, make sure you line up your little diamond on there, your little triangle, so that it's on the outside of the frame. Put your door contact there and put in the two screws. Sometimes the door frame isn't wide enough right here to fit the magnet on here with enough space to be able to open the door, as in this situation. If I go to open the door, it's going to knock the magnet off. In order to address that, we simply remove the back cover off of here, and then we pop the magnet right out of the casing. We're then going to take a little bead of silicone, put a bead of silicone into there. We'll push the magnet into the bead of silicone. You may actually want to take a little piece of masking tape after, put the masking tape on there and leave it on there for 15 minutes, half an hour, until the silicone starts to set. And then your magnet will be mounted in this narrow little space. In this case, you can see we've put the contact on. The little triangle was facing inwards, and we had to mount the magnet simply outside of the casing. In some door frames, you don't even have this little bit of space to deal with. They've put the door frame right flush with the door, and there isn't even space to put the magnet outside like this. In that situation, you're simply going to take a drill bit, drill straight into the door frame this way, and you're going to sink the magnet flush inside the door frame, straight that way. Once again, remembering to make certain that that lines up with the little triangle that's on the transmitter. Here's an example where the door and the door frame line up nice and flush. You'd simply, once again, find the triangle, mount your door contact so the triangle is here, and mount your magnet here. Nice and clean. You could run into a situation where the door itself is actually far in recessed and the door frame is out, in which case we have shims, and you can put on several shims behind this to bring this out so that it lines up with the magnet. Or conversely, if the surface over here is too far in, we actually have shims for the small magnet part so that you can bring the magnet out farther. Either way, you have to make sure that the magnet and the contact that you're going to use are both lined up correctly. There may be a situation where you have a metal door and you don't want to put screw holes into the metal door. In that case, you can take a good quality two-way tape, put a piece of two-way tape along the back of the door contact, get an alcohol swab, and clean the surface where you're going to put the contact on very well. Then allow it to dry, put the contact into place, and you should be good. To change the battery on any contact, simply go to the top, push the little button in, remove the cover, and your two batteries are exposed. Simply pop them out, replace, and put the cover back on.